Have you ever woken up feeling strangely bloated heavy or a little more tired than someone your age should feel? And you can't explain why. I'm Dr. Mark Ellis. And if you've noticed signs like swelling around your eyes, sluggish digestion, or a kind of inner fatigue that seems to grow quietly in the background, I need you to hear this because these are often the first whispers from your kidneys before the real damage begins. Most people ignore these early warnings, thinking it's just aging or stress. But the truth is far more urgent than that. When your kidneys start falling behind, toxins don't just build up. They begin affecting your energy, your heart, your sleep, and eventually your entire quality of life, long before any lab test turns red. But here's the part most doctors never tell you, and this is why you must stay with me. Your kidneys can respond dramatically sometimes within hours when you feed them the right cellular signals. Not pills, not expensive treatments, but specific natural foods that switch on your body's filtration pathways again. And today I'm going to show you 3 vegetables that do exactly that, each working through a different biological mechanism, and one of them works so fast it still surprises my own patience. And if you've been feeling stuck, tired, or worried about your kidneys without knowing what to do next, let me reassure you, this video is not about fear. It's about giving you back control. Because once you understand how these foods activate circulation, lower inflammatory waste, and support natural detoxification, you'll finally see that your body isn't breaking down, it's simply asking for the right support. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat, when to eat it, and how to combine these nutrients so your kidneys can breathe again, your energy can return, and your health can reset from the inside out. And with that foundation in place, let's begin your kidney reset journey. When we talk about giving your kidneys an immediate boost, beetroot is one of the first foods I reach for, not because it's trendy, but because I've seen it revive circulation in people who were exhausted, swollen, and afraid something was deeply wrong with their health. I still remember a patient named Margaret, a retired teacher in her early 60s. She came to me with constant morning puffiness and a strange heaviness after meals. Her labs were borderline not alarming, but her symptoms were. And sometimes those symptoms tell the story long before the numbers do. Within just 7 days of adding beetroot into her routine, the difference was unmistakable. Clearer energy, reduced swelling, and noticeably better digestion. She didn't change her entire lifestyle. She simply gave her kidneys a signal they had been waiting for. That signal comes from the deep red pigments inside beetroot betalains, compounds known for powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Think of them as molecular bodyguards for your kidneys, reducing oxidative stress that silently wears down filtration tissue over time. And this isn't speculation. Research from both the Cleveland Clinic and Johns Hopkins shows that foods rich in these compounds can dramatically reduce markers of inflammation and protect delicate renal cells from long-term damage. But beetroot doesn't stop there. It delivers something even more valuable for overworked kidneys: natural nitrates. When you consume about 100 grams of beetroot, you ingest roughly 250 milligrams of nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide, a gas molecule that relaxes blood vessels and boosts circulation where your kidneys need it most. Better blood flow means better filtration, and better filtration means less toxic waste lingering in your system. Now here's the part many people don't realize. When circulation improves, your energy often returns right along with it. This is why so many people report feeling lighter or more balanced after eating colorful vegetables. For Margaret, that feeling wasn't psychological, it was physiological. Improved blood flow meant her kidneys were finally processing waste efficiently again, and her entire body responded. This connection between blood flow and kidney detox is so powerful that athletes use beetroot juice to improve oxygen delivery. Yet its benefits for filtration are even more meaningful for everyday people struggling with swelling, fatigue, or slow digestion. And if you're wondering how much beetroot you need to actually see results, the answer is surprisingly manageable. Half a cup to 1 full cup per day is enough for most adults, and the timing matters more than people think. Eating beetroot in the late morning or around lunchtime aligns with your body's natural detox rhythm, the point when your kidneys are most actively processing metabolic waste. Whether you grate it into a salad, steam it, or roast it lightly, the key is consistency, not complexity. Avoid pickled or salty varieties because too much sodium instantly counteracts the circulation benefits beetroot provides. But let me ask you this. Have you ever noticed your body reacting differently after colorful meals? More energy, less swelling. These are real signals, and if you've ever felt them, type yes in the comments because your experience might help someone else who feels the same but doesn't yet understand why. And if you've never tried beetroot consistently, I want you to pay attention to how your body feels after your first week. Most people tell me they're surprised by how quickly things change. As powerful as beetroot is, it's only the beginning because circulation is just one side of kidney cleansing. Your body also needs a steady push, a natural diuretic effect to flush what's being released. And this is exactly where the next vegetable outperforms expectations, working so quickly, my patients often think the results are coincidence. But just knowing beetroot helps isn't enough, because there's another factor even more critical for filtration efficiency. And missing it could slow everything down. But only knowing this isn't enough because the next vegetable targets a deeper hidden bottleneck in kidney function that most people don't even realize is holding them back. If beetroot unlocks circulation and gives your kidneys the oxygen-rich blood they need to start clearing out accumulated waste, celery takes that process one step further by actually helping your body push those toxins out. And this transition is crucial because improving filtration without improving elimination is like opening a faucet but never letting the water drain. Celery is that drainage system, gentle, steady, and surprisingly powerful. One of my patients, Robert, a former construction supervisor, told me he always felt waterlogged, especially after salty meals or long work days. His hands felt swollen, his shoes tighter by evening, and the pressure around his lower back made him anxious about his kidneys. When we reviewed his diet, I noticed he barely ate hydrating vegetables, so I had him add just 1 cup of raw celery daily. Within a week, he walked into my office lighter physically and emotionally. His swelling had decreased, his bathroom routine normalized, and his energy felt cleaner as he described it. And no, it wasn't magic. It was chemistry. Celery contains a unique group of compounds called phthalides, which help relax the smooth muscles around your blood vessels, including the vessels feeding your kidneys. When those vessels relax, blood flows more freely, giving your kidneys the consistent pressure they need to filter efficiently without strain. This isn't just anecdotal. Research from the University of Wisconsin health clinicians shows that phthalides support both circulatory health and kidney function by reducing vascular tension. But celery doesn't stop there. It contains apigenin, a flavonoid known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. This helps reduce oxidative stress within the urinary tract and protects fragile renal tissue from inflammation-triggered damage. And here's what truly makes celery exceptional: hydration. Each cup is over 90% water, yet unlike plain water, celery delivers electrolytes, especially potassium, that help your kidneys maintain fluid balance without overworking. 1 cup contains about 260 milliliters of potassium, enough to support natural diuresis while keeping your system stable. That's why so many people feel instantly lighter after eating it. It's not placebo, it's your kidneys finally getting the hydration rhythm they need. To get the best results, I recommend eating celery around midday, right when your kidneys naturally hit their peak filtration window. This timing boosts its diuretic effect, helping your body flush out uric acid and metabolic waste before they accumulate into something more serious. You can slice it into a cleansed salad with apple and parsley, or simmer it into a warm, gentle broth in the afternoon. Just avoid pairing it with salty snacks or sodium-heavy meals, because salt reverses the very benefit celery provides. Let me ask you something. Directly, have you ever felt bloated or swollen after certain meals? If you've experienced that tight, uncomfortable feeling in your hands, feet, or stomach, tell me in the comments. Your answer might help someone who's silently scared they're the only one dealing with it. And if you've never tried daily celery before, consider giving it a week. Most people are shocked by how much lighter and clearer they feel. But we need to address something important, because detoxifying your kidneys isn't just about flushing water and supporting filtration. It's also about protecting your cells from deeper oxidative damage. And that's where the next vegetable performs on an entirely different level, activating one of the body's strongest internal detoxifiers, a system most people never even think about. But just knowing this isn't enough, because what comes next targets a more hidden, more dangerous weakness in your kidney's defense system. If celery helps your body flush out what your kidneys release, Brussels sprouts help protect your kidneys at a deeper cellular level, the level where long-term damage begins. And the truth is, most people never support this part of their detox system, even though it's one of the most powerful mechanisms the human body has for defending itself. Brussels sprouts are rich in sulfur compounds and glucosinolates, nutrients that activate glutathione, often called the master antioxidant. And trust me, when it comes to kidney protection, glutathione is not optional. It's essential. I had a patient named Eleanor, a 71-year-old grandmother, who had been dealing with recurring inflammation and fluctuating kidney markers for years. Her diet was decent, but she lacked cruciferous vegetables, the very foods that fuel glutathione production. After adding half a cup of lightly cooked Brussels sprouts to her early dinner 3 to 4 times a week, her inflammatory markers dropped, her digestion improved, and she told me she finally felt clearer, as if the internal fog she'd been living with had slowly lifted. And again, this wasn't luck. This was biochemistry working exactly the way the research says it should. According to data from Harvard Public Health, sulfur-rich cruciferous vegetables can significantly enhance the body's detoxification pathways by supporting liver and kidney metabolism simultaneously. These vegetables help your body break down waste products more efficiently before they ever reach a harmful level. Brussels sprouts also contain vitamin C, which protects kidney tissue from free radical damage, and vitamin K, essential for stable mineral balance and bone metabolism, 2 factors that indirectly protect renal function. Combined with about 3.3 grams of fiber per half cup, they support gut health, reduce reabsorption of waste, and help maintain stable blood sugar, which is a major long-term protector of kidney health. But here's where timing becomes crucial. Brussels sprouts are best eaten in the early evening, when your liver and kidneys begin shifting into their overnight repair mode. A simple 8-minute steam followed by a light roast keeps their detox compounds intact. And skip the sugary glazes or acidic vinegar. Too much sugar or acid can irritate digestion and work against the cleansing effect we're trying to support. A detox mix of shredded Brussels sprouts with parsley, pumpkin seeds, and a drizzle of olive oil gives your body the perfect blend of antioxidants, healthy fats, and fiber, all working together to keep your filtration system running clean. Now let me ask you directly, do cruciferous vegetables make you feel lighter or heavier? Your answer matters. Comment below, because your experience can help someone who's trying to understand their own body's signals. And if Brussels sprouts have ever made you feel bloated, don't give up. Try smaller portions and gentler cooking methods. Often it's not the vegetable itself, but how quickly the body is adapting to increased fiber and sulfur. Choosing the right sprouts also matters. Look for firm, tight, bright green ones. Avoid those that are yellowing or releasing a strong sulfur smell, as they've already begun losing nutrients. If fresh options aren't available, frozen Brussels sprouts are nearly identical in nutrient content and offer the same detox benefits at a lower cost. And if Brussels sprouts aren't your favorite, broccoli is an excellent substitute with a nearly identical nutrient profile. But before we move on, there's something even more important to understand. Supporting your kidneys isn't only about food. Sometimes the missing piece is a simple lifestyle habit that boosts circulation and detox while you sleep, something most people never even consider. But just knowing this isn't enough, because the next method reveals a vulnerability far more subtle and far more dangerous than anything food alone can fix. If Brussels sprouts strengthen your internal detox system at the cellular level, there's still one more layer of support. Your kidneys desperately need a way to improve circulation during the hours when your body performs its deepest repair. And this is where a simple, almost old-fashioned practice becomes surprisingly powerful: warm water hydrotherapy. Most people think of detox as something that only happens when we're awake and eating well, but your kidneys do some of their most important filtration work at night, when the body shifts into recovery mode. The problem is that as we age, circulation slows, especially in the lower legs, making it harder for oxygen-rich blood to reach the kidneys consistently. That's why a warm foot soak can do far more than relax you. It can actually enhance your filtration efficiency while you sleep. One of my long-term patients, Mr. Daniels, a 68-year-old retired bus driver, struggled with cold feet, nighttime swelling, and disrupted sleep for years. His labs weren't alarming, but his symptoms were clearly telling a story of poor circulation. I suggested something simple, a 10-15-minute warm water soak before bed, not hot, just comfortably warm. Within 3 nights, he noticed his sleep improving. Within a week, the swelling in his ankles had reduced, and within a month, he reported feeling more awake in the mornings. the kind of clarity you get when your kidneys aren't fighting through the night just to keep up. The science behind this is beautifully straightforward. Warm water causes vasodilation. Your blood vessels widen, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to flow throughout your body, including your kidneys. This increased circulation helps support lymphatic drainage, which is essential for removing metabolic waste that builds up over the day. Physiotherapy clinics and kidney wellness programs use this exact technique because it's safe, non-invasive, and consistently effective. And if you add a small amount of Epsom salt, the magnesium can further relax, muscles calm the nervous system, and support smooth circulation during the night. Let me ask you something. Do you ever wake up feeling unrested even if you slept 7 or 8 hours? That foggy, dull feeling can be a sign that your kidneys were working too hard overnight without enough circulatory support. Tell me in the comments if this sounds familiar, because you're not alone. And understanding this may help someone else connect the dots about their own health. And if you've never tried this method, give it 3 nights. Most people feel a difference faster than they expect, not because hydrotherapy is magical, but because their kidneys finally receive the warm, steady blood flow they've been missing. Of course, there are precautions. If you have neuropathy or reduced sensation in your feet, always test the water temperature carefully to avoid burns. Avoid this routine if you have open wounds or infections on your lower legs, and never use excessively hot water. Warmth heals, but heat stresses the system. When done correctly and consistently, this simple nightly ritual becomes a powerful companion to everything you eat during the day. It transforms your evenings into a recovery window, not just for your muscles, but for your kidneys themselves. But remember, even a powerful nighttime routine like this is just one part of the bigger picture. Because the true key to protecting your kidneys lies in how all these strategies, circulation, detox nutrients, hydration, rhythm, and nighttime support work together to relieve pressure on your filtration system. But only knowing this isn't enough, because what you do next will determine whether these improvements last. And the conclusion ties everything together in a way most people never expect. If you've made it this far, I want you to take a moment and acknowledge something important. You are actively taking control of your health. Most people ignore the silent signs their kidneys send them, but you didn't. You showed up, you listened, and you gave yourself knowledge that can genuinely change the way you feel every single day. And that alone tells me something. You're stronger and more proactive than you realize. Now, before you go, I want you to save this video so you can come back to it whenever you need guidance. Your kidneys don't heal in one day. They heal through consistent choices, and having this information at your fingertips helps more than you know. And make sure to subscribe to the channel because I share new medical insights every week. Simple science-backed tools you can use to protect your kidneys, lower inflammation, increase your energy, and support your long-term health. Don't miss the updates that could make the difference you've been looking for. And let me leave you with this. Your body is not giving up on you. Even if you felt tired, swollen, discouraged, or unsure of what's happening inside you, your kidneys are capable of incredible recovery when given the right support. Every small change you make, a serving of beetroot, a stalk of celery, a bowl of Brussels sprouts, a warm foot soak before bed creates momentum. And over time, that momentum becomes transformation. I'm here with you on this journey, and I truly believe that with the right knowledge and the right habits, your kidneys can become stronger than you ever thought possible. Stay hopeful, stay consistent, and remember, your health is worth fighting for. I'll see you in the next video.